Okay? Alright, hello again. Back to Richie Wilson's How to Fix Your Mercedes. We did the project on the antenna. Now what I've done is I've gone in, the screw that I put inside, I went down, filed that down, because we want to make sure that we get nothing rubbing on there when we put it back in this mechanism. Okay? Most important, because we need to keep a nice smooth surface in there. We don't need that to bind up on us. So this part is done. Okay? Second part is the part that actually brings the antenna down, and I want to make sure that this nozzle, this part here, actually locks in between those two springs like so. Okay? What that does, that allows it to off, on. Okay, so that's there. Now we got that in there. We'll just go ahead and put this down inside. Rotate a little bit. Okay. Take out retainer. Put this back in place. Like I say, you don't need to push it at all. It just slides right in. Get that back in there. Now, the Carter key is the one that you need to make sure, because if you don't get the Carter key in, this system is not going to very much function, because it's going to come apart on you, and you'll be trying to figure out what the hell happened. Okay. Screwdriver. Alright, now, this one, stand up. What we need to do is you have to apply pressure down on this to get the Carter key just under that groove. Okay. So once you get that there, you're going to lock it in place by gently sliding it into, if it gets there you go. And then take it and lock it in place. Sometimes it wants to be a little stubborn, but hey, there we are. We now have a functioning, you see both gears. I don't know if you can see this now, but if you turn this little gear here, you see the outside gear turns, the inside gear turns. They have to turn together. Now, that's what brings the antenna down. Now, this is the simple part. This part, cover, make sure that all your bushings are back in place, there's nothing else there. Just lock it back on. And it's ready to go. Now, we're going to put this back in the car, we're going to do a quick test. And I'm pretty sure that this thing is going to work fine. If not, we're going to have to kill somebody. Namely, my son. Maybe not. He's a good kid. He helps me out. I need to turn that. Okay, so that's going to be nice and tight. But that thing will actually... Now, you can adjust this antenna by... This screw over here. If you loosen this screw here, okay, you can turn this shaft so that your antennas are on this way, and then tighten it back down. Okay. So wait, this is tight. This is already go back in the car. Wow. Two things we need to do. One, we're gonna hook this back up in here. We're gonna put the power socket, and it's already working. Okay. So the hook bottom, once you realize there's nothing there, okay, now that's a good sign. That means the motor's working. You put this in, and you just wiggle it slightly so it goes back into place. This is like a little rubber boot, it'll hang there. You don't have to worry about holding on to it. We're going to put our bottom screw in. Like I said, it's usually very quickly work on these. This is not that difficult. We put our screw back in. Put our ground screw back on. For the ground strap. Right now, because the car is in off position, the antenna fixes down. Now, what we're going to do right now, put the antenna wire back on. Put it back in there. Okay, so got that in. Now for the shaft. Okay. So what I need to do is I need to pull this all the way up. Okay. And I'll do a feed, because what's going to happen is when I put this back in here, it's going to pull it down. Okay. Now, watch the fireworks. Up. Okay? I'm going to take it down now. Stop it there.
Still pulling the rest of the wire in. And there we go.
Let's see if it still works. It broke.
Again.
Well, it broke. The motor's still turning. But so that's no good. We have to do something else for that one. Alright? So that's 2 attempts of trying to find a method to fix that thing. I have to try number 3 at another date. Other than that, well, thank you for trying. Hey, it's worth a try. Sometimes it don't. Now, because I do have the other car over there, I might just pull my part out of there and then just order a new one for the car over there. But sometimes you can fix them, sometimes you can't. Looks like because the way that plastic is so flimsy, the amount of torque that's on that motor just snaps that sucker off. Even though I put a screw in it, silicone it, I've tried super glue. It'll work for a while, but the minute that torque, that pressure gets on there, it just snaps the thing off. The other thing I could do, which I don't recommend, is putting a screw in there to basically keep it, that actually keep it stationary so it doesn't get that loop. That might be something I might try, but I don't think that's a good thing to do. But just an idea. All right. So basically now I got to put the car back, and we'll move forward. So our next project, see how this will work out very well, will be the seat belt activator to find out what's going on in that environment, to find out why they're not say handing over the seat belts as they should. Always make sure your tool goes back in the way it should. Again, this overlaps. Probably go over here. Put your retaining clip inside here. Inside. Other side, lock it in. Put your pin in, lock it in. Okay, that's locked in. That's pretty much tight, as it should be. Your clip. One here. And on the edge and under. The other one, same thing. Here, on the edge, and under. Okay. Not in the rubber. Light. Always be sure that you put that, and you're going to put it back, but you also must sure you do plug them back in. You wouldn't want to be driving around without the lights on. And pretty much lock in place like so. Voila, that's done for 40. These belts are for the power steering pump. Because they are the same one, I'm assuming that didn't get done. That'll be my next project.
Power steering pump, but it works fine.
Okay.
Power
There we
steering
go.
works fine.
Car's clean. Antenna don't work. Well, actually, it does work. It works. Works the old manual way. It's a little tighter, but at least it works. Yeah. At least get your radio reception. Okay, but we'll fix that later. All right. Thank you for joining me, Richie Wilson again. How to fix your Mercedes. I'm gonna get time out. Goodbye.